For me, it's good morning, 7:01 a.m. Formal O. Inside the word, okay, first of all, the word starts with 6 or 60. 60 represents orange. Orange is a combination of red and yellow. The soul and the blood, the two basic colors before anything is mixed up. So therefore it begins in creation of mass, Sam, and I want you. And the reason for the mass, Sam, and I want you is 33 is right here, the 15th and the 18th letter. 15, I use that for Mars, and 18 is used for Venus. 9 times 9, 81. 9 plus 9, 18. 18, 81. Resident angels, and 5, 1, 1, 2 for Mars. When you go add the centers together, okay, there's many ways to look at the center. It's either 66, because the reverse of the 1 on the dice cube is 66, is 6 and 6. 11 is 6 and 5, representing the student, or added up to 2, telling me about Earth, also telling me about Christ. Here it is going to be 171 when coming to the center, or 8112, 8118, which will be 828, representing the cycle. This will get reduced when you multiply it to 16 and 10, 06. 16 and 10, or minus 10, which equals to 26, which equals to 06, and back to orange again. When I said Sam, okay, SAM 114 is communication. We want you. They were mentioned this in 1967, and I mentioned it because that is where the half-life is, 167, and this is where the half-life comes in on the cross. There are 4 quarters in which only half and half are used in this 4 quarters over here, and there's basic points of passage, and then there's a meeting point in the center. The area center is area 5 and constitutes of 1 point. So is that 1 point star controlling the 4 outside points and the 4 inside points. 44 is for area space, controlling 33 mass. Because the dice cube 44 is the reverse of 33, and if I remember correctly, that is a 6 or 7 to 1 payout in the game of craps. Formal, okay, oh, if I can remember correctly, I'm going to have to look maybe at my other book, is formal is a number 65, and O is number 15. 8, 9, and 21 is 29, 39, 49. 20, 41 DNA, 42, 50, 20, 41, 42, 8, 9, 30, 50. So this represents 50. And this is 13, 26, 49, 55. I thought it was 65, so let me see again. 21, 31, 39, 49, 52, 53, 65. Just what I thought. Equals to 115. And now you're representing the key to Earth. K and E. The K letter is the 11th letter. And again, 66. 66 is the odds of 30 to 1 and represents the day of creation, because the word day, 25, 1, and 4 equals to 30. All zeros equal to 6. So the I resident spirit. Where do we get I resident spirit? When I multiply 3 times 6, 18th, the 18th letter is R. 3 plus 6 is 9, IRS. How do we create that? 6 by 6, 66. So again, 11 creates it. So what does this mean? It means the formality of height, the formality of O. But this is also a root way or an autoroot because of the letters inside, and it tells me about water, a water root. Because in the word of O, which is not spelled this way, it tells me about water because that's what water is. Don't forget, I'm just going over a basic scenario. The reverse of 6 is 8, but F and O is 0 and 15. Okay, the 15th letter reverse is L. And the reverse of the F, 6th letter is 21, LU. That can be to read. To read. You can also use it in the short term of eulogy. And 8 and 15. Why 8? Because the opposite side, I don't know if you can see this down here, but the opposite side of your 6, 7, 6 half-life is 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 opposite of 9, 6 opposite of 8. That's in your dice cube, and it's added up into the gematria scaling, the single gematria 1 through 7. So what does formalhaut? Well, if you're going to be formal, what does it mean to be formal? You'll have to look that up and figure that out. Forget about the word for. This is the word of the gold, the sun, and the sick lamb, the split apart. Let's not say sick, let's say split apart. Lamb backwards in French could mean a saw, or a C means to cut. When you start off the word with Mars and Venus inside the word, the heaven spirit of the sun. We're going to go to orange. I'm going to use orange instead of sun, so we're going to represent yellow, and we're going to represent red, which is 3 and 11 is your red, 1 and 9 is your yellow. So this becomes BC14 DNA in the sun, and this becomes 10 and 1. And the 1 is in the center of all, taking up the 5 position, telling me it's energy. And if you want to look at this as the dartboard, where it's 50, okay, in rotation around 20, which is 210. Not sure if you can see that. Why? When you add up 1 to 20, it equals to 210. And in darts, there are times 2 and times 3. So when you times 2, you got 420 communication. And the stateway is 80. 4 times 20 is 80. It's an expression in French. And you have 630. Creation of orange. Communication, which is the cat, also 5 to 9. The 5 is in the center. The dot of the 5 and the 5 itself can be found in the 9, which is your birth inside the sun. So we're working on formal. When I go to work on, and I'm going to go through this real quick and make 4 or 5 videos on this before I get a good take to it. This starts off with time heaven. It's also, lim is to, you can say lime green, a lighter green. Uranus, the cycle in Uranus and Saturn, the Saturn skies. I like to multiply this by 2, multiply it by 3. Words, multiply things by 2 and by 3. And the reason I do that is because I want to find point 1, point 2. Can I do point 3? And now we can have our first 360. Will automatically have to be on this angle. That's my first 360. 360 to me means to go around, right? That's my first 360. If I would put a point here, like that, that would be another 360. If I put my point here, so my first 3 formations of 360 are right here, but one's with 4 points, the other are with 3 points. Don't want to get into that. To cut, to shave, to contact. Well, no, zodiac is in contact. Formal O also brings me to the sun, the space, and the earth time. 91 is telling me that over here. This 13 will equal to 91. The AC going through the moon, and 281 is Venus. All male. I call this all male because I get it through what I've seen in my life, Club 281, male strippers. So dressed and undressed, behind the scenes is what's telling me that. What does it all mean? It all means what you think. Ha! Again, Venus. All, 1 and 3. I'm not really sure which way I should go with this, but I go, Thalim is time heaven, and the upper part of Formalhaut is, let's say from here would be Formalhaut, and then we'd split it to here, and then we'd split this to here. Okay, and when you split that to there, you end up splitting that to there, that to there, that to there, and that to there. And when you do that, you end up with this intersection joining here, this intersection joining here, this intersection joining here. So we have all joint intersections, and the center keeps coming down. And we keep getting joint intersections. If you want to say we have to, computer system, here, one side of the pyramid, second side of the pyramid, we've done it on this side, we've done it on this side, and that's your balance of this, let's say the spectrum we are in for communication, whether it's computers, whether you want to call it the robotic, but that's what we're going to do for now. Raphael, in the blue world, 04. Thank you for watching this first video on Formalhaut Thalim.